What's up, Pokemon trainers, Pokemon breeders, and Pokemon masters alike? It is time for the next part of the GenLocke challenge. What is a Generation Lock, you might ask? Look no further than right over here, and in all our subsequent videos, of course, we always explain a Generation Lock is, suffice to say, concurrent running Nuzlocks. You just run multiple Nuzlocks across multiple runs of different games, different generations, if you will. And within that, you try to keep the same team running, and if you lose just once, just one leg of the Nuzlocke, the Generation Lock is over, and that is where you tally up your points. That is where you tally up your victories and your losses. Right now, we are in the middle of our fifth leg, the fifth leg of our run, which is, of course, the Black Nuzlocke challenge. So, without further ado, I don't think there's anything more to get into. You guys see the stats, you see what our party is, you see what we're going for. Let's just get underway with it. Alrighty, here we go. Starting off with a rival battle with Bianca. Alright. She seems distracted by something at first. And said, yeah, we can have, oh, right, like, can we have a Pokemon battle in here? That is the kindest Pokemon trainer I've ever seen in my life. Like, hey, would you mind if we had one in here? Like, because you guys are gonna have to clean up the mess afterwards if we make a mess here, you know? So, good on her. We throw Heracles against Herdreed, the wanting to be a real dog. The wanting to be a real dog Pokemon, but one of those Shih Tzu ass things that people put in their purses and keep under their arm and stuff. Like, if you can pick up a dog with one arm, it's not a dog. It's a puppy, but it's not a dog. You know, once a dog should, a full-grown male of reasonable athletic ability still need to pick up a dog with two arms. A real dog, that is what a real dog is. So here we go, Super Potion. Right out of the gate, Super Potion. So we stomp him again, no big deal, we're just going to keep going for the stomp. Those takedowns do actually quite a bit of damage, but they're doing recoil damage and stuff, so we're lowering some defense, then we're going for stomp and stuff. We're eating up those takedowns, but now with the Super Potion, of course, we're down to 34 out of 70. We're already below half. Not exactly what we were going for here, was it? But we went for, whoa, that stomp is doing something here, and here comes another Super Potion. So, but at least we've lowered the defense with our tail whips to the point that two stomps is going to take him out anyways. Had I known that Bianca was going to be so Super Potion prone, I probably would have started off with tail whips. We wouldn't be in the position we are. But thankfully, double Super Potions doesn't matter much. Heracles is still in the yellow, though probably needs to switch out after this. Definitely needs to switch out after this, facing off against a water type. We're going to jump into likely Copper here, I would assume. Yeah, Copper. Going with Copper here. We take the Razor Shell now. I believe that's a good... Oh, shit. I take one more of those, I'm dead. Did Bianca just get good? Did she get good? Was she playing some Dark Souls before this? Because, or back in my day, it was Demon Souls. Long before it was Dark Souls. I think I got to switch. Yeah, I'm not willing to take that attack. We gotta hope for a paralysis stop here. Razor Shell again. And we managed to survive it, which is good. So what do we go for? A Sting's not going to do much. We have to go for a Peck, just for some simple damage. Goes for the Focus Energy. We're going to continuously go for the Peck here. It's doing okay damage, just a little chip damage. But now with the other Razor Shell, now we got to switch again. We need a paralysis switch. That's what we need. Thankfully, currently... Well, never mind. I was thinking so. Thankfully, we got the paralysis. Alright, so Chip Away should be enough. Chip Away should maybe be enough? Oh, no, it's not. Ooh, Razor Shell is super effective. Ooh. Our defense fell, but no worries here because Chip Away has enough here. But I thought that we were still a Nido Reno for some reason. I was like, okay, we're not going to take super effective hit. Having Nidoking is great and all this early in the game, but man, oh man. And now we have to deal with the Psychic type. Okay. We need to switch. Because this thing is going to use a Psybeam and totally take out Nidoking. The problem is we have quite a few weaknesses still to water here. And here comes in, yep, the Psybeam. Doesn't do much to Ankelagon the Black, who has Dragon Rage, baby. I mean, he wasn't going to survive a Razor Shell, but he can survive this shit. And what was that? Grew Drowsy. Oh, well, we'll take him out before that. Yawn. Used Yawn. Okay, no big deal there. And boom. There we go. And we did fall asleep. Wait, there's one more? Oh, I assumed there was one less. But that being said, we can probably just tank this and just wait. Because what's Pansear going to do to Ankelagon? Fury Spikes. Okay. Do 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 do. You cannot hurt me before I wake the fuck up. Doom doom. Just keep going for it. There we go. See? Told you. There's no damaging move there, ready to do it, and one Ancient Power was gonna, with their special attack bonus with our Ankelagon, it was gonna happen. So boom, let's go, baby. We took more damage than we needed to. Probably could have played some switch out games, but it was a guaranteed with that one. So we do defeat Bianca at the start of this one. Alright, cool. Didn't lose anybody, didn't gain anybody, but we don't really exactly gain Pokemon from rival battles, so. Alright, so we defeated Bianca, and now, oh, now it's Sharon time. Okay. Let's see what Sharon has in store for us. Let's go. Okay, Sharon, what do you got? 4 Pokemon, let's see them. Starting out with a Pidove. And we're starting off with Rhyhorn, back at full strength. Obviously, the Sandstorm isn't going to affect us at all, so we're just going to go straight for the Stomp. There's a Leer to lower our defense, our defensive maneuvers. Now, I believe, does he have which? He has a Tepig, doesn't he? He has a Tepig, so that would mean he has a Pampor. He should have a Pampor. Unless he's got the Pansage. Oh, he's got the Pansage, yeah. Okay, yeah, he's got the Pansage. The Pampor is supposed to be mine. That's right. Alright, so does this thing, now that we killed the Pidove, does this thing have a grass type move? I think we're betting that it might, so we just switch out. It's not worth doing one stomp. A stomp ain't gonna kill, a crunch ain't gonna kill. Not from that distance. So, and yes, does have a grass type move, so we take hits from the Sandstorm, but now we're in a defensively good position. We have attack powers like Peck. Holy crap, Shion did something. My god. And glitch, and boom, in comes the Pignite, who is now a fighting type, so we can start using Peck to our advantage. Now Flame Charge, however, is still going to do some nasty amounts of damage. The Speed Rose as well. Gets hit by the Sandstorm, but so do we. And I don't know if we have the capability to survive another hit like that. So we're going to switch. Who do we decide on? Heracles isn't a bad bet if he's going to go for Flame Charge again. Most of them aren't a bad bet, but Nidoboy actually works out in both. If he uses like Arm Thrust or Karate Chop or whatever he gets, plus a Flame Charge, it's not going to do too much. We get a Defense Curl, but still hit by the Sandstorm. Once again, Nidoboy doesn't get hurt by Sandstorms. Also has a super effective Peck. But Pignite still has a Berry. And we're going to take a Flame Charge to the face. It doesn't do nearly that much, but still the speed is rising, and that may or may not become a factor. So we go for Chip Away, which is right now our strongest attacking move. As I said, we're a special attacker, so this isn't obviously our ideal situation yet. Though one more chip away is definitely going to take care of business. And regardless of that, Defense Curl decides not to do any more damage to us. We're at 43 HP. We're doing okay. And chip away. Boom. There goes Pig Knight. There's one more Pokemon, if I recall correctly, left waiting in the wings. And it's Leopard. Leopard. I actually don't know how you pronounce this thing's name. It looks like a French thing, like Leopard. You know, like Pepe Le Pew would say, this is the purple cat, Leopard. You know, I'm just like, alright. So boom, we also defeated Sharon. So Bianca and Sharon back to back, we win both battles. So that's pretty good. That's pretty cool. And then we get the the whatever ringing. And apparently we're supposed to meet her coming through onto the next route or something like that. So it's all good in Nimbasa City. Nimbasa City. So, and that's where we're going to go through to next. But not before. We end up trying our hand at catching a Naractus? Why couldn't they just call it Cactus at this point? So we go for it. Stomp is going to be more than enough damage, and we're like, okay, that's plenty of damage. Let's try a couple of different Pokeballs here. Let's just try, see what we can do. And we end up going for the Dusk Ball, just to get rid of some of our weird balls, our timer balls, our dust balls, that kind of idea. But I believe the Dust Ball actually works. First hit, boom, go figure. I believe it's more effective at night and in caves anyways, and I believe we played this at night. So the Cactus Pokemon, Maractus. But we do catch it, so that's pretty cool. And what do we nickname it? We nickname it... What would I call a cactus? Billy Crystal? Something with the T. Togemon. Ah, yes, of course, Togemon. We called him, yes, of course, we called him Togemon. After, of course, the Digimon. The Cactus Digimon. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Now we have a chance to get a Yamask. Who could turn into a Coffinigus, whatever you call that thing. That's pretty cool because that's a excellent ghost type and stuff like that. So I'd be all for that. We switch out into Copper to try to get it though. And alright, we do a little bit of damage there. The haze happens, all stat change is eliminated. Another Thunder Shock. Good to have on hand. Boom. Down to hard yellow here. If we Thunder Wave, yeah, get that paralysis. Now we have a way better chance of catching in Simple Pokeball. Alright, let's go. Can we get a Yamask? And does some damage to Copper. But I'm still willing to bet on, what am I betting on? Just straight up Pokeballs. Alright, let's go. Yamask. Come on. First try, baby. And we got him. We got him. Now, what are we going to call this particular ghost? A coffin. King Tut sounds like a good one. You know, because if you evolve it and stuff. King Tut sounds reasonable. What? We obviously have an idea in mind already. Mary. Oh! Mary Grave. That's what it is. It's Mary Grave. We're gonna go with Mary Grave, the manga series. The Dead Man's Recipe. Okay. I like that. I like that quite a bit. That was a good choice. That was way better than my original idea. King Tut. I'm sure so many people have used King Tut or an Egyptian pharaoh like Ramses or something before. So that works great. And here we go into getting Tortuga. Tortuga? Tortuga. Yeah. Tortuga, in fact. But no, it doesn't matter that I can't pronounce this damn water turtle's name. We are going to call him Boss. Boss of what? Bossa Nova, of course. Bossa Nova. Here we go. Here we go. So, immediately after a quick pause, I'm going to have to pause again to change the graphic. But it is what it is. Alright, we'll change that right now. We'll change that right now. Okay. So we're going to change that. But Bossa Nova is the new addition to our team. I love my fossil type Pokemon. Most of you know that. So yeah, not a bad addition. I believe there will still be some dangers going forward because, well, we added a water type. Great, but our problem was water resistance on our team. And as cool as the fossil turtle Pokemon is, he's kind of water rock. So yeah. But anyways, we'll change the graphic and then we'll get talking to one of the greatest characters introduced in Pokemon in decades. N. Alright, so now we have ourselves a full lineup of 6. That's pretty cool. That's definitely pretty cool. With, as I said, and we're going to do our N, carnival ride here. But to harp on what I've said before is one of the big things about grabbing ourselves either a water or a grass type for a fire grass water core was the resistance to water. And unfortunately, the water type that we grabbed that I initially chose here without really thinking about it was a water rock. So we're neutral damage once again, just like with Swablu, we're neutral damage. Now granted, we'll be anti it when Swablu's in Altaria, but super effective against 3, like half our team is weak to water. And then we have neutral damage on our only water type, right? So it's a little bit of a pain in the ass in all honesty. So it might not have been the best choice going forward. So we'll see what happens going forward with that. I didn't really consider that at the time. I just thought, yeah, what a cool water type. I always love my fossil Pokemon. I love almost all the fossil Pokemon. A whole fossil team would be cool with me, I just, something about the fossil types. I grew up with Jurassic Park, what can I say? There are a few things that young kids are into, especially if you grew up in the 80s and the 90s and stuff. You like space, Tonkas, dinosaurs, like these things were just, you love the garbage truck, you love big trucks and stuff, like these are just classic things that young kids loved, right? So either way, now we have to battle up against the man, the myth, the legend. And with Heracles, I'm sorry, Ann, you ain't getting past Heracles very easily. I mean, you can try to super effective us for Sand Tomb, but it's not going to do very much, and our Stomp is going to destroy your Sandile. So boom, level 29. We're getting up there. We only have 2 gym badges. 2 gym badges. No wait, we have more than that, don't we? Yeah, no, we have 3? 3 gym badges. Yeah, we have 3. 3, yeah. Either way, we're well on the way to our level 30s here. And that's going to be fantastic going forward because Swablu's finally going to be relevant. The problem is actually a lot of our guys are 2-stagers. Like half our team is 2-stagers. And, I mean, technically Pikachu's a 2-stager, but Pichu sort of counts, and Thunderstone is an easy win with that. But, so there is some good and some bad coming with that. So Shion is trying here to make something happen. It's just not really happening, so we decided to switch out into Nido Boy rather than sacrifice a potential Altaria for, well, crap, right? So boom, we take that break to the face, then we go for a peck on our guy. And look at the damage, like almost one shot, almost a complete one shot there, right? So we are confused. That's unfortunate. But I decided, oh, do I switch out just to avoid the confusion? Am I that petty? Oh, I am that petty. Awesome, I am that petty. So I go into Shion. Boom, baby. Goes for the feint attack, which we will be able to tank. And then I can outspeed it with a peck and win. Yep, alright. Outsped, and Shion still gets the kill. There we go. Not that it's a whole lot of experience. In all honesty, this game sucks for experience. They talk about the bad leveling for Heart Gold, Soul Silver, you know, Gold, Silver, Crystal. I think Gen 5 had the worst experience ratio in any generation of Pokemon I've played. Granted, I have not played Sword and Shield or Scarlet Violet, but I assume those are more hand-holdy anyways. I think that literally, without Audino training or grinding, Gen 5 is way worse than Gold Silver. And there's a Psybeam. And a Crunch. Boom. Crunch to take it all. We took a Psybeam to the face, but a Crunch easily ended it. And N, I'm sorry, buddy. We defeated you again. We beat you again. Granted, I do believe that we should have probably played white version because N definitely belongs with Reshiram. I always felt that Reshiram, like the white dragon, was N's Pokemon. Pure, white, you know, all that stuff. Like, it's definitely out of the two. White version is the more canon version, if you will, as far as I'm concerned. We immediately jump into the 4th gym. Pretty sure this is 4th gym. And it's this electric type gym. And I think we have a little bit of a struggle going forward with some of it. Figuring out the car system or something. Like, I'm like, wait, what? So, what was that? I'm like, alright, well that was useless. So then I wait for this car. And I'm like, alright. Clearly that car is stopped and not coming. And never mind, it still sucks. So then I go forward and, oh, there it is this time. I'm just like, well, why did it stop before for so long? So, anyways, I don't think I fully understood how that worked. And I still don't get why it stopped for so long at that point. But maybe I just happened to where it stopped at a stop point and just didn't wait that extra 2 seconds until it kept going. You know, it opens, closes like a train system and then keeps going, so. Anyways, we're jumping in here to the electric type gym, which we should be pretty okay with. We have both our electric type Copper. We have Rhyhorn, our Heracles for full defense, along with Nidoboy. I'm not that worried about it. You know, we're not going to be taking a whole lot. And this is obviously going to just do neutral damage with the flying electric type, but we shouldn't take too much. And a static is going to be in our favor. Let's go. Here comes another Electro Ball. Boom. Takes out the Emolga. And we're level 29 already. And we're about to learn Thunderbolt. Thank Christ. Thunderbolt, the electric move. It's been the staple. It's like Flamethrower, man. It's like Ice Beam. It's like, you know, Surf. They've been the staples for too damn long. Granted, I will admit, Scald has had a good run. Scald had a very good run at replacing Surf, you know. But here we go. Press the switch. Alright, let's... Now we've changed the train tracks pretty much. So, let's see where we end up this time. A new area with a new trainer to battle. Let's see what they have in store for us. A great challenge. Indeed, a great challenge. Let's go. You think you're going to add to my graveyard? Is that what you think? You think you're going to add to my graveyard? I've got 4 MVPs in this graveyard, and you're not about to add 5. I'm just saying. 100%. Let's go, Copper. What are we going to do? We're going to switch. It's pretty obvious with a Blitzel. And we take the pursuit like a man. And Nido Boy comes in and says, what are you gonna do? We go for the double kick on this guy. Boom, boom. Critical hit and normal hit will definitely take him out anyways. Boom. No problem there. So we did take the pursuit hit. It happens. We don't have a Thunderstone yet. So I think this is where I'm thinking about, do I switch out now? Have I done enough resistance with Copper, enough of a buffer? Apparently not, so I hit the switch and boom, we wait for our next, and I noticed that my mouse cursor is still actually there. I usually move that thing, but this time the mouse cursor is actually on the emulator. Am I gonna notice it? Nope, I still don't notice it. Alright, that's kind of funny. Usually I make sure that that thing's out of the way, but I wonder how long it'll take me to notice that the mouse cursor is on the screen. So I try to make the videos as clean as possible. You guys know with all my graphics and stuff, I try to make everything as clean as possible. The fact that mouse cursor is sitting right there. I actually thought that was my own mouse cursor sitting there for a little bit, you know, while recording this part of it, but yeah, it's right there. Oh, I noticed. Okay, so it was only there for a couple minutes. Alright. Still funny. So these Blitzels, yeah, they're gonna go down. No big deal. Boom. And there we go. Smack him. Blitzel. You know Dasher and Dancer and Blitzel. You've been blitzed, Blitzel. And we wait for... There we go. The car 2.0. Let's go. Vroom. Alright. Cool. Hit that button. And I assume the next person to jump out here, now that we've activated it, is going to be a trainer. Yep. Trainer time. We definitely have to beat a trainer first before we go to the end. Let's go. Okay, so it's Lady Colette. I'm pretty sure we can take care of this quite handily. Chip away? Yeah, chip away makes the most sense. 3 of them will... Alright, so 2 more will take him out. And you raised your speed? No, evasiveness. Oh, that's annoying. Poison Sting might have been the better option then. Got a critical hit off on us. Now, why are we going for it at this point? I mean, granted, it's still killed, but going for it at that point sort of makes no sense, right? Because... Well, I mean, I suppose if we were going to start missing, poison damage would have stacked and we would have been fine. But here we go. We're now ready for the gym leader herself. So we check our Pokemon. See what we're going to start with. We're going to start with Heracles. Not a bad pick for the electric types. Here we go. The fantastic speed has nothing to do with it. Elsa. Or Elisa. I'm not sure. As I said, I stopped watching the anime long before Gen 5 came out. So, let's go with the Rock Blast to start us off. We missed immediately. Immediately. Aw, man. Alright, and now we get 2 aerial aces off on us before we get a rock blast. There we go. The 2 of them should be able to kill an Amogus. Yeah, with that flying typing, you're done like dinner. Let's go. Alright. Heracles. Oh, 2? No wonder we start off with Heracles. We must have done our research. So Pursuit won't do very much considering we didn't run away. Yeah, it does next to nothing. Aerial Ace does more for Gut Takes. And double Rock Blast. Boom. There we go. And a Zebstrika. Alright. What do you got for me? I'm going to go with Dig. Flame Charge, of course. Not going to go Electric. That makes sense. But we're still resistant to flame moves. Yeah, you did next to nothing. Your speed might rise, but your speed isn't the problem. You're already faster than me. That's not doing anything. And my Dig, however, is going to do over half at least. No, it one-shots. It one-shots, baby. And boom. I believe that's a W. Is that our W? We're going to learn Bulldoze? No, we're not. Not over Dig. Are we going to teach it over Dig? Why would we take Bulldoze? Yeah, no, we're going to keep Dig. It's a 2-part move, but it's far better than Bulldoze. And look at that, baby. That's our W. We did get our W with that one. Dun, dun. Perfection. And that is gym badge number 4. Perfect. Locked up, locked and loaded. The Bolt badge is now ours. Plus we got Volt Switch, which is a good move. Very helpful and competitive. Not so much in PvE necessarily, but it does what it needs to. Now where are we? Oh, starting off on Route 5, of course. And Sharon comes in here. Alright, it's rival battle time. Let's go. Let's see, Sharon. What are you gonna do? 4 Pokemon once again. Lippard. Heracles. Big time, baby. They go kill. Fake out. Oh, you little bitch. So even though we got the Quick Claw, we weren't able to use the Dig. Like, that's annoying. Oh, we got tormented. We're tormented. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, screw that. Dig, baby. There goes the Leopard. Now a Pan Sage coming in at level 24, a little more worrisome, and I think it's time maybe we switch out. So we swap out to Encalagon. Currently gold, but will be the black. And we take the Bullet Seed like it's nothing. Or whatever that was. Seed Bomb, Bullet Seed, whatever. And boom, Fire Fang. Done, one shot, done like dinner. We're level 29. Here comes Pignite. Which I'm like, you know what? I can just Dragon Rage this guy. I'm resistance to fire. Oh, the thing has more than 80 HP. Holy shit, this thing has rollout. And it was a critical hit. Never mind. I am going to switch. So this thing has about 88 HP. It's got a high HP stat. So 2 Dragon Rages was never going to be enough. We got to go to Bossa Nova, baby. Where a rollout is going to do neutral damage. But we have Aqua Jet, a super effective, speedy ass attack that's going to do easily over half. It probably wouldn't have one-shotted from the distance, but definitely with the Dragon Rage, it gets it. And a Tranquil the bird. After a Padug. Ancient Power, baby. Even though we're an attacking type Pokemon, Ancient Power, 60, 100, Rock, Stab, a lot of things, super effective. It was always going to do well. So we do defeat Sharon pretty handily there without much trouble. And now the 4th gym leader introduces us to Aldar. Alder, the Pokemon League champion. Who is this man? Alder, the champion. Why would the champion be here? Exactly. So, this is such a much more deep Pokemon story in the regards that this is a champion who lost Pokemon and doesn't know what his direction in life is. It seems like it's one of those things where you become a Michael Jordan or a Wayne Gretzky or something like that, or a Tiger Woods. You think like everything, you've done everything in life, so you're good. You can rest on your laurels. But here comes the dark side of that, you know? Pokemon Black and White, Pokemon Generation 5 was very dark in that regard and tackled some real issues, even if it wasn't completely printed on paper. You can infer a lot of issues with Aldar here. He's suffering. He's in a depression. And being king doesn't mean he's happy, you know? And it's honestly, it's something that a lot of people can probably relate to and stuff like that. Like, I just thought it was really well written. And then he has us match up against these guys to see what we can prove against these children. But obviously these children are quite well-trained Pokemon trainers. And I believe Aldar wants us here to try to work together as more of a team. Granted, you can't really, like, unless you're set up for team battles, you're not exactly going to hold on to Helping Hand and Covet and all these weird, you know, dual type moves. So, boom, boom. We've been doing damage, though, it's fine. And a pursuit. And here comes the berry. And a crunch up against Heracles. Second crunch against Heracles. Damn, we're taking double the damage. And now it's time that we just... Yeah, I'm gonna like... No, I'm digging. Pursuit. I'm done taking all these hits because... Look, that leopard's taking nothing. And doing very little to help. And here's the Helping Hand, yeah. So I think this is what Aldo is trying to point out. It's like, listen, you're not carrying your part of the weight here, Sharon. Maybe be a team player. I'm doing all the heavy lifting. You've done shit. And look, when it finally comes your turn to actually do something, you fail. You die. Without me, you lose. What's up with that? Finally, brings out a Pokemon worthwhile. Still, now I have to switch because I don't want to lose Heracles to your bumbling. I already did that back in a Diamond Nuzlocke playthrough. I'm not doing it again. No sir, nuh-uh. Not this cat. So a Seed Bomb, there we go. Do some damage. That's what I'm talking about. And Nido Boy, yeah, you finish it off. You chip away. You're faster, you chip away that damage. You chip it away, you kill it. You get rid of it. You lobotomize it if you have to. But that was way more effort than necessary because of lack of teamwork. And that's what Aldar here was trying to show. People who pursue strength. Some people are just happy being with Pokemon. What being a champion to you is what matters. You know, like, this man is speaking wisdom and Sharon is just not ready to hear it. Champion is the strongest of the strong. That's all there is to it. It's not all there is to it. Granted, generally speaking, as a general rule, Sharon's not wrong. The champion's the best. The champion is the Michael Jordan. The champion is the Wayne Gretzky. The champion, you know, that's what a champion means. He's a Pele. He's a Muhammad Ali. But it takes more to be a champion than just being the best. You know. And I think there's a level of charisma and character that also needs to go into being a true champion, right? Anybody can win the belt. Anybody can win the Stanley Cup. Anybody can win the Grey Cup. Anybody can win these trophies. But to be a real champion, it's beyond just having the title and having the belt, right? I like to think so anyways. Anyway, we caught one of these cotton thingamabobs. Cottonmore, Cottonmong, Cotton... Digivolve to Cotton with Green Leaves, Mon. And we call it Candy with an I. It will never be Candy with a Y. No, 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 no. This is Candy with an I, in fact. And a charge for $8,000 for a candy. That's candy spelled with an I, by the way. And I totally stealing that from Team 4-Star. I don't give a shit. Everybody loves Team 4-Star. I don't know people. I know Sean Shamel. That's the one problem I have. I heard that Sean Shamel does not appreciate Team 4-Star and actually is negative towards them. That doesn't make me dislike Team 4-Star. That makes me more dislike Sean Shamel, if anything else. I don't think he should have said shit. If he didn't like it, he shouldn't have said shit about it. You know? Like, because you have, like, the Freezer voice actor who passed away. Frieza's voice actor. You had Christopher Sabat, who has constantly praised them and stuff like that. So if you don't like Crispin Freeman, if he doesn't like the fact that they did Hellsing, he shouldn't say shit about it because it's only going to be negative press on his side. Why would you have an opinion that's negative? Do not do that. If you're in the public eye, do not have a negative opinion about shit. I mean, you could call political correctness all you want, and everybody's entitled to their opinion 100%, but you want to keep your brand. You want to be the nice guy. You want to be the Tom Hanks of the world, you know? So we caught one of these cat-like bunny creature things. A Chinchou. A Munchou. A Munchinchichou. The thing that Mega evolves into Super Premium Kill-All. Or something like that. That thing has a Mega Evolution, doesn't it? There are way too many Pokemon for me to remember at this point. I used to know about 700 odd Pokemon. Now I've lost it. I've lost it. I just can't keep up. Now I do know Trubbish. Literally, like we had Grimer before made on literal shit. Now we're having the garbage Pokemon, quite literally. I know it's based on sludge, but come on, what's in the sewer? It's out of the sewer. And they had the whole power plant episode with it in the anime. Grimer and Muck are made out of shit. They're feces. They're shit, you know? I like Muck and Grimer, don't get me wrong. Some of my brother's favorite Pokemon were Muck and Grimer. And I love those filler episodes. What you can have filler, but episodes that didn't matter. Just like the Electabuzz versus Scyther episodes. You know, all those non-gyms, but were gyms, the Orange Islands, all that shit. It was all good. We end up catching a Trubbish? Okay. Once again, I've actually never used one, so... And I'm not against poison-type Pokemon. I like poisons. I've never used one. If the worst should happen, there's a potential, right there. Now we have a potential Pokemon to, going forward. 100%. Oh. Did I really do that? Yep. I called the garbage Pokemon a Trumpster. Yeah, there's no irony there. None whatsoever, no. Not at all. Not at all. Okay, and boom, here we go. And... do we catch the ice cream cone? I mean, not a bad idea overall to catch the ice cream cone. We get the paralysis. We go for the Pokeball. It's a swing. Is it a catch? Is it a hit? Is it a miss? And there we go. Got him. We got him. What do we nickname? What do we nickname the female ice cone? Let me guess. Elsa? No? A G. Oh, Grizzly. Grizzly after one of my favorite ice creams, ladies and gentlemen. One of my favorite ice cream flavors here in Canada is called Grizzly Tracks. And it has like little Reese cups and like chocolate and caramel swirl inside of vanilla ice cream and stuff. I always loved it because I hated ice cream that melted, so I was always a cup guy. You know, I didn't want a cone, I wanted a cup. And Grizzly Tracks always seemed to not melt as fast. So even though I liked ice cream, I only wanted ice cream when it was cold, cold, cold and wasn't melting on me. I didn't care for like, you know, wet ice cream sort of idea. So as a result, yeah, Grizzly Tracks was one of those flavors. That and there was bubblegum ice cream, there was Moon Mist, and Grizzly Tracks were some of the more unique flavors here in Atlantic, Canada. And yeah, so yeah, Grizzly Tracks I can get. And actually, I could eat Grizzly Tracks out of a cone because I could eat it so quickly because I loved it so much that I could actually finish the cone before it got all soggy and wet and gross for my palate. So yeah, that's actually, I didn't think of that. I was going to like Elsa, you know, Frozen or something like that, but okay, cool. And what are we running into next? A Deerling! We have so many, we have our slots filled. But Deerling, a male Deerling, oh, I love Sawsbuck. Jump Kick, Horn Leech, that's all you need. That's all you need, and you have a winner of a grass type. Oh, I would kill. Can I honestly justify getting rid of one of these guys for a Deerling? Even though the training will, I have to train him up 10 levels. This is assuming I catch him. But I don't think I've ever showed I think in the beginning I showed a couple of failed catches, but I generally don't show failed catches. Unless it's like a shiny or something that I haven't run into, but... Okay, Deerling. Alright. Who do I give up for this, though? Like, by the end, I'm definitely got... Like, I'm going to, right? Deerling. But who? Do I give up our latest? Do I give up Bossa Nova? Because Nidoking can learn Surf. Or do I give up Copper? Like, Copper... See, the problem with the first 4, they have too many bonuses, too many rewards. And I do name the Deerling, before we get into the gym here, I named the Deerling Cow after basically the Lord of Deer, the Sky Deer. The King of the Deer in Toriko, known as Cow, as in King. King of all deer. So, the Sky Deer King. Now we're going into this gym. Clearly I didn't pick him going forward here. Which may have been a mistake in all honesty. Because we gotta fight, if I remember correctly, doesn't, what's his name here have the cowboy, doesn't he have like an Excadrill or some shit? Which, like, Jump Kick would absolutely devastate. Yeah, so maybe this is where Deerling comes into play, considering I don't think I have a great team to go up against an Excadrill right now. And Muddy Water, that's annoying as hell. Taking a lot of damage here early on. Yeah, I'm still looking at who goes. The first 4 have too many rewards to just switch out willy-nilly. So it comes down to the last two. Do you switch out the Dragon type Altaria for a Sawsbuck? That sounds like a terrible idea, especially with the bonuses, the rewards we've already given him. Or her. The only one to go would be Bossa Nova. Do you get rid of... You know, at the time, thinking about it, Deerling is better than Bossa Nova. It's just that Bossa Nova having a water typing right now has just been so viable to us, right? That Aqua Jet plus the Crunch and the Rock Blast, they've just been staples of damage output because his attack stat is so goddamn high. So we're not willing to get rid of our MVP on attacking. Probably should have. I don't think we change out for Deerling. I don't think we do. As much as I love Sawsbuck, probably one of my top 5 Generation 5 Pokemon. Easily in my top 5. I love Sawsbuck. I have no idea why I wasn't willing to switch out somebody for him. I mean, clearly I've grown very attached to the first 4. That makes sense. Shion's been a bitch to raise for 2 games now. I don't understand why I don't just switch out the Altaria. Am I so worried about not having a dragon type? That's going to become weak after the next gen? Like, in all honesty, if I had a Sawsbuck right now versus an Altaria, I think the team would be much more rounded. So I think I was just stubborn. I wasn't willing to get rid of all that investment in Shion, not once, not twice, but now the 3rd run, just to let her go before she became an Altaria. I think it was always in the back of my mind here that if I ever lost anybody, because it is a Nuzlocke, and we've been losing steadily since Gen 3. Like, we've lost about a Pokemon or, you know, in Gen 3 we lost 2, in Gen 4 we lost 1. Now here in Gen 5 we haven't lost anything, but we haven't, there's only been 1 gen where we didn't lose a single Pokemon. So it's likely to happen. I think in the back of my mind I was saying, well, if and when I lose a Pokemon, Sawsbuck is the next addition, 100%. I think that's my thought process at this point. Is that a good thought process to have? Rather than just saying, you know what? Let's cut our losses, let's replace, yes, maybe we've added a couple rewards to somebody, but look at the rewards we've added to Pokemon in the past. Look at Wild Wing. No longer part of the team. So, yeah. And I know I'm not talking about the gym so much, but we seem to be clearing the gym just fine without it, so I think we're doing fine. And now we battle another gym trainer anyways, so I think we're doing just fine while chatting about the idea of... Because, as I said, I really think that I screwed up at this point. Sceptile was part of the reason our team was so strong last time. And we're sorely lacking in that grass typing. And replacing it with Bossa Nova, who's still weak to water and grass, is not helping matters. We're passing up the opportunity to be resistant to both grass and water typing for Bossa Nova. It's not making a whole lot of sense. Now that I'm looking back in retrospect, this was not a good idea. Well, let's see. Is this the last trainer? I believe this is the last trainer before the actual gym leader. The actual gym. Yeah. We've been in the gym the whole time. Come on, Griever. Come on. Focus. Alright, so here we go, another Aqua Jet strategy here. But once again, I've been complaining this whole time about not choosing Sawsbuck over Bossa Nova or Swablu realistically. That being said, Swablu is very difficult to raise, but we already knew that going into it, so if I was really that giving a shit about it, I would have changed him out a long time ago. And Bossa Nova has been pulling his weight ever since we got him. Like, I know I'm only showing you guys highlights, but his Aqua Jet, between Crunch and Aqua Jet, Bossa Nova has been clearing battles himself. He has not needed much help to raise himself up to the level that he is. He's been doing all the heavy lifting by himself. He hasn't been asking for switch outs constantly with Ankelagon and Needle Boy and stuff like that. He's been doing it himself. And ironically, I do a switch out here, but that's because Bossa Nova's been carrying us this whole damn gym. He's been doing all the work. You know, so I might be shitting on him a little too much here just because I love Sawsbuck so much, but yeah. Here we go into a Palpitoad, where somehow a chip away missed. Is it a 90 accuracy? I really need some special effect. Like, the problem with Nidoking as a special attacker is you gotta wait till late game. This is only Gym 4. We gotta wait till at least Gym 6 till some real TMs show up that are viable for a sheer forcing Nidoking, right? You gotta hope, A, like, yeah, great. We got Moonstone early and we have a Nidoking. Great. But he's got a shit move pool up until we're in late game. Until some TMs actually show up, right? So that's a major problem. So now we have to switch out here because, of course, the muddy water shit. Like, it's just... And who am I going with? Should I go with Heracles? Am I insane? I switched out to Heracles. Oh, to take an Uproar. Okay, I can definitely take an Uproar, but we're assuming that... What are you gonna do? Oh, he's locked into Uproar, so I can deal with the Uproars. And now I can go with Strength. Right, okay. Because he can't switch out to Muddy Water while he's in an Uproar. While they're in an Uproar, they gotta continue to Uproar, right? Sort of like Rollout. Maybe that was my strategy there. I thought it was Muddy Water, but it was Uproar. And now we're just gonna go with a double Strength here. Probably could have ended it with a Dig. Oh, unfortunately went for that. Come on. Embargo. You shit. Confused. I hit myself. Of course I did. A Mud Slap for accuracy loss. You little shit. And a critical hit. If the confusion hits. That confusion might have taken out Heracles. That was dangerous. We're definitely healing up before our battle with, what is his name? Clint? Bowler? Bowser? Something. Something Texan and masculine. Okay. So what we're gonna do here. Yeah. Instantly, we gotta use up our healing items. Unfortunately, yeah, we gotta use our lemonade and our super potions, our fresh waters that we've gotten. We gotta use them all. We gotta use them up. We cannot beat Clay, Clint, Clubber Lang, whatever his name is. We need our guys ready to go. Oh, and we can use up the last... Yeah, the potions here aren't going to be much help in the Elite Four, so boom. We just give everyone that little extra bonus there. Perfect. Alright, so everyone's at full strength. We had to use up quite a few items that would have been useful against the Elite Four, obviously. Okay, wait, what? Did I screw up? I thought I was at the end here. There's one more gym trainer. Oh shit. So I healed up a little prematurely. A little prematurely here, did I? Jilbur. Now, double Aqua Jet should take care of him, no problem. Aqua Jet's gonna do at least half, right? One shot. Perfect. We're not worried at all. So all our healing is still relevant. All our healing is still relevant. Thank Christ. I'm good with that. Yeah. I think I'm saving at this point because I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to lose some guys, in all honesty. Why do you think I've been struggling off Sawsbuck this whole time? Like, in all honesty, I think that's... We're going to save to see what kind of massacre I could have avoided. Granted, I saved before every boss battle, just sometimes, or gym leader. I just, you know, sometimes it's cut out, sometimes I don't show you guys, but I always save. I save constantly. Because for highlight purposes, it's way better to save and be able to pause the video and clip out certain sections. So it's good when I save, because usually I save and X out the recording, and then I start a new record, just so I know at what stage shit, like big shit, happens, right? It's easier for editing, it's easier for recording and stuff. It's better to do in big and small segments rather than large segments. So, here we go. Here we go. Clay. His name is... I think one of the names I did bring for him was Clay. Let's see. So he's bringing out the Croc. The Sand Croc up against Nido Boy, the King. The Dallas Nido Boy. Alright, let's go. Double kick him right out of the gate. He's Dark type. One more of those is going to kill him. Going to go for the Bulldoze. It's going to be super effective. Does a decent amount of damage. Our speed fell, unfortunately. Will he outspeed us? It won't matter because he went for the Hyper Potion. This is good though. If he wastes Hyper Potion on this guy, he's not going to use it on the Excadrill. Brought him back down to the red. Let's try it again. This is good. This is good in the long run. Because that means he's using up his healing items now. Alright. Now was the speed enough? Yeah, the speed change was enough. So we got a Swagger. Our attack is ×2. But now we're confused. It's unfortunately... It's a double-edged sword. And in comes the water type. Got a choice to make. What do I do? Oh, he goes for the Aqua Ring and I actually go for it? Shit. Not worth it, and he got off a free Aqua Ring as a result. What am I gonna do here? So I switch out into Bossa Nova. Assuming the water... Yeah, the Muddy Water missed! But then he gets the second one off. Does quite a bit of damage. We're not fully evolved yet. Our Crunch does over half. Fantastic. We're gonna have to take one more Muddy Water and then we're out of the game. We have 20 HP left. We managed to get rid of the Palpitoad. But now in comes the problem. Excadrill. The attacking nightmare himself. And Caligon, if he had Flamethrower, would be enough. But he doesn't have it. We're gonna switch. Take the Rock Slide. Which nearly kills us. Wait, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. no matter what happens for the rest of this run, that was lucky as hell. I clearly didn't do any calcs on that or anything like that. I bet on it. I bet on Rock Slide missing once or twice. So when I switched, I assumed the Rock Slide. I got hit by it. I must have known that one Flame Burst was enough to kill the Excadrill with my special attack stat the way it was. But I'm wondering if at the time I thought I would outspeed the Excadrill. I don't know if I bet. I think I bet on tanking one Rock Slide but not missing the second. Because it's still a 75% accuracy. It's still... No matter what happens, if I lose something to a critical hit after this, that's just straight up karma, because that... And Caligon just survived death. Just completely stared death in the face and won. So anything that happens after this that's bad luck on my end, that's just going to be karma going forward. I'm sorry. That was... What? How did I survive that? I have no sweet clue how I survived that. How I got that lucky. Wow. Wow. Just craziness to me. So we got our 5th gym badge, though. That's pretty cool. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the second part. Second part? Second part. Yeah, we farted. Second part of the Black GenLocke challenge. That's the second part done. 5 gym leaders down, and holy shit, what a... Wow. That ending. We could have easily lost at least 2 Pokemon to Clay right here. That Excadrill is the most dangerous, and as I said, not having Sawsbuck... Had we trained up a Sawsbuck, we probably would have had a way easier time. Way easier. Get rid of Swablu, just change that up with Sawsbuck, no problem. No problem. Granted, I don't know what level do we get a Sawsbuck, because if it was past level 36, we still would have been using a Deerling. So maybe I'm thinking a little too hyperbole here, but either way, yeah, no, this was Luck City here at the end. I'm grateful to have our full team still alive at this point. And yeah, well, I guess we'll catch you guys back here next time for the next part of the Black GenLocke challenge. It seems like we're sweeping through Black a lot quicker than Pearl. So maybe this will be done in just 4 parts. So we'll have to wait and see how it splits up later. But yeah, I'm just grateful we didn't add anybody to the graveyard down below. And yeah, that's it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as always. And we'll see all you people back here, all you Pokemon trainers, Pokemon breeders, and Pokemon masters alike. We'll see all you back here next time for part 3, the 5th leg of our GenLocke challenge. Pokemon Black, part 3 coming to you soon. Looking forward to it. Hope you guys are too. See you back here next time. Sayonara.